Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with Manic and the Jerk. And today, man, we got another clip that we're gonna review. People definitely keep asking us to do these breakdowns and shit. So they said, "Hey, Manic, you gotta keep going over the top, man." They said they need you to go in. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm always ready.
All right, man. You might be getting this canceled one day, but hey, fuck it.
That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm trying to get there.
Oh, so you trying to get us canceled? I'm with you. Fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
let's go. But all right, let me pull this clip up.
What it is.
So
But what
in this clip, this lady, I don't know who her name is, but she's saying that masculine men don't care about how much a woman makes. So she's saying if you're a masculine man, you're not going to care how much a woman makes. You're not going to care about any of that because you're a masculine man, and real masculinity is defined by her.
Yeah, no, facts. That's pretty much what the breakdown. But let me go ahead and
this whole drizzle movement, right? I understand and I know exactly what it is. But what you men fail to realize as participating in this so-called satire, this so-called sarcasm that's going on, this whole little made-up movement, what you don't realize is that real masculine men do not reciprocate the energy. They don't reciprocate female energy. They're not trying to get their lick back. You all are trying to make up something to give back at the little sprinkle lady. Masculine men don't have time for that. So it just showing, proving that a lot of you men are feminine. Masculine men do not care about how much money women make. They don't care about how educated you are, how much money you make, because that's not what they need you for. That's not what they want you for. A masculine man who understands his role and responsibility can date and deal with a woman working in a McDonald's drive-through or whatever. He doesn't care. He wants to be with her and improve her life and her well-being. You men beg. You got your hands looking like cups because you out here begging. Even if you saying that, oh, we just joking, we know it's truth in jokes. And a lot of y'all will let Diddy take you shopping.
It is over.
all right, man. What's your there's a lot to
Actually,
break down there.
yeah, there's a lot to break down. We might have to run that clip back, but there is one thing that I absolutely agree with her. And that's the part where she says there's some truth in jokes. That's it. Everything else she said was completely wrong and inaccurate. Um, but I mean, I wouldn't expect her to be too accurate because she's not a man and she's never lived a masculine life. So she has no idea really what it all entails, what masculinity entails. So I think she's very basic in her approach because she takes the approach from what's most beneficial from women. So she's trying to tell you as a woman, you don't need to make a lot of money, or you don't need to have a good job. Women, you don't need to have a good job. You don't have to be educated. A masculine man is going to still come your way. And I think she just kind of like shows her hand, and she shows her hand so blatantly obvious. I would I would make the assumption based on how she's talking that she's one, not educated, and two, she doesn't make a lot of money. So she's trying to she's doing what everybody typically on YouTube does, or TikTok and stuff like that. They try to change the dynamics in their virtual life because in real life they're not getting the results that they want. So um like I said, I would assume that she's uneducated, and I would assume that she doesn't make a lot of money, because to take that stance, somebody who's worked hard for their stuff understands that your level of professionalism in your career is a turn on. I've worked really hard to get to where I am, and I find it an absolute turn on when I come across a woman who's worked equally as hard or harder, to achieve what I've achieved and greater. So that's an attraction thing for me. And as far as education wise, I think it's impressive when women have the discipline and consistency to see through higher level of education. Um, Now there always can be too much because I mean, if you got a PhD and you're not you're not putting it to work, or you got like $200,000 in student loan debt and you're only making $50,000, and they're just not smart financially. But you know, people who do work hard and have balance to their life, I think that is impressive and it is attractive. And as a masculine man, I will say that we understand comedy and we're not so sensitive. So the drizzle movement is funny as hell because it is satire, and it is a satirical approach to the sprinkle lady who's pretty much trying to paint all men to be simps, and men are coming back like, you know what? We're going to paint. You want to paint this one extreme, we're going to paint an opposite extreme. And it's funny. It's hilarious because it seems so outrageous when guys say it. But when women say it, they say it like it's nothing. And they're just like, other women be like, oh, okay, well, that's reasonable. A woman just wants to stay at home and just have everything taken care of her and, you know, wants to be lazy. No kids, just at home, just cleaning a house that, you know, can take 2-3 hours. Or if you really got money, just get a maid. So you're just doing nothing all day. So guys are saying, oh, you know what? I want that too. You know, because it's easy.
No, facts. I was just letting you cook on that one, but you said a couple things and I that I like. And the first point I want to touch on that you said was you could tell like a lot of these people that are offended are broke, and you could tell what people are by what they advocate for. So when she was like breaking down like, oh, they don't care about education, they don't care if you work at McDonald's, and you know, they don't care if how much money you bring to the table. Well, what men are starting to understand is like a lot of these type of females are coming and they're extracting way more than what they're putting into the relationships. So now they're starting to give pushback. They're like, hell no. Like, because this same chick is going to be the same one. Like we mentioned in numerous posts or videos, going to be the one in court, like asking for even more than probably what she deserves and stuff. So guys are starting to get smart, and shout out to the younger dudes because they're the ones like, man, we ain't taking them old school simp deals. Like we're good on that. Like, so they want like a different terms and stuff because this is, you know, they understand what these women are. A lot ones like her are kind of projecting. So yeah, you could tell she was definitely broke, definitely uneducated. And there are some guys that don't mind that, but those guys also don't care about their legacy. Because think about it, this is going to be the same woman that's going to be around your kids trying to teach them some stuff. But if she's not educated, your kids are going to be at a disadvantage compared to like dudes that do go get women that are educated and stuff. And I like what you also said. It's just like education is sexy to like dudes that got their shit together and women that understand finances. That's why, like, if you look at the economic breakdown, that's why a lot of other, you know, people that kind of rise up and they're both working to each other, they're bypassing, they're lapping everybody else. You know, that's the quickest group that's getting to, you know, the millionaire status, working together, paying down their debt and stuff. So, you know, when people talk like this, you already know that they don't understand finances. You know, they're not talking to like a accountant, a financial person working with investment, because they would break this stuff down to you. This is just simplistic now to the point where people are just borderline dumb on YouTube. And I'm just going to go there with them because it's just like, you're not understanding basic finances. The fastest group of people is like both people working together, paying down their debts and investing. So it's just like, you know, when you hear shit like this, it's just almost laughable that people are still trying to advocate for this. And then, like you said, the last point is, man, if you are that offended by humor, you know, humor does kind of outline truths. So like you said, those guys that when they came with the drizzle, they just literally verbatim spit back the stuff, ridiculous stuff that females were saying. So it's like, if you have an issue what they're saying and y'all like, oh, it sounds ridiculous, then honestly, it's the female statements that they're damn near copying is what ridiculous and stuff. And that's where, like, you have to be broke to come out here and speak on that, like humor, like literally jokes. That shit had to hit your core where it's just like, damn, let me do this video and try to shame these dudes and stuff. And that was the last point I wanted to touch upon, where I call it the masculinity con, where like a lot of these women, they're trying to dictate to you what's masculinity and what's masculine and what you should be doing and stuff like that. And a lot of simp and beta guys, we see them running with this shit where y'all are quick to allow them to define that for you, but masculinity is like the accolades, the accomplishments, you know, you pushing yourself to those limits as a man, you know, your mindset, your physical condition. And when you do that and you're not all your masculinities outlined and like those achievements and stuff, and it's outside of a woman, can't nobody come and just try to shame you to be some shit that they want. So for example, like the lady was like, oh, you're not masculine if you do this. Oh, you guys are feminine. Man, you're just laughing. You brush that shit off because you know who you are deep down inside. You're not shaken by stupid comments from other people. Because when you start hitting that top tier, man, can't nobody take away your results. So yeah, when you, that's why we always tell people like, man, work on yourself. So that way, man, when people come in there, they try to throw them little sly shots and they were trying to get you to fall under her leadership pretty much. You could just laugh that shit off like, nah, baby, I'm masculine. I'm at the top tier, like in every damn category. You know what I'm saying? So fall back on that one. But yeah, they definitely try to do that, and it works on weaker dudes where it's just like, oh, I got to do all this to, you know, win her over. The only way I can have leadership is if I do this, you know, those weak guys. So yeah, women are getting smart enough to like come in there and try to, you know, run with the, you know, YouTube buzzwords. Oh, masculinity, submission, this. So yeah, it's just definitely honed in on that piece. I said a lot, man.
No, you was cooking. I agree with it. Everything you said, there was nothing that I disagreed with. Just kind of listening and soaking it in. It's funny though, how she tries to, you know, put that spin on it. Like, oh, because I seen in her little writing, her comments. It's like, oh, the guys who say drizzle are the same guys that would allow P. Diddy to take them shopping. And it's just like, okay, whatever. But like you said, when you know who you are as a man, you're not going to let a woman come and redefine your life. You've been living your life as a man for your entire life. And then when you hit certain accolades and accomplishments, it only reaffirms like the hard work and, you know, grind that you put in. So it's just like for a woman who's never walked a single day in the shoes or the life of a man to come there and try to redefine what masculinity is based on her stupid ass perception.
On her broke ass.
Yeah, broke as fuck. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And you know, I thought the drizzle, I like what you said about the drizzle. It's like they're literally verbatim. It's saying what women say to them, and they're just putting it back. So this is a completely different topic, but I think it has some relevance here. And we probably just need to cover this on another show. But you know, you can't have equality and then turn around and ask for men to be chivalrous at the same time, because you know, chivalry is a complete contradiction of equality. So what we see now, and we've talked about on other podcasts, what we see now is this push for equality from, you know, a feminist standpoint or from a woman's standpoint. It's not really they're asking for equality. They're asking for an advantage. And they're taking, it's like a buffet when they have the line of equality and they're just like, I'll take some of that. I'll take that. Oh, you can leave that there. I want the guy to always open doors for me. Oh, I want him to always pay for. Yeah. I want him to, you know, do these things. But it's just like, no, he better listen to my opinion, and he better, you know, listen to me if he wants an opportunity to be with me. And it's just like, kind of doesn't really go hand in hand. Like if you want equality, you have to, you know, fully go into that. So that means reciprocation. So.
Yeah, I like how you broke down the buffet thing, because yeah, that's true. They want selective equality. Yeah, and it's just going back to the whole masculinity thing, because yeah, that stuff just irritates me when these chicks do it. But it's almost like just because dudes are waking up, they're not gonna let you like take them to the cleaners, and you're not getting your way. It's like, man, they got to be going shopping with Diddy, like you got to do all that like shaming stuff just because it's like you're like a little bratty child. Where that's the funniest part. It's just like if you were truly like who you say you were, you had your stuff together, you be like, man, I don't care what the next person does. I could achieve, these things on my own, or I could, if I have myself together and I'm not a burden on anybody, I should be able to attract the person that I say I want. So when you see these people and they can't attract it, man, that's when you got to start asking them is it's like, hey, why are you incapable of getting what you really want? And you start seeing them cracks in what they're talking about, because it's just like, man, they just bad people, man. Terrible personalities, just a drain on everybody that they come across. So, she was a pretty female. So, like a guy's going to attach on for a little bit, but after a while, it's like, man, I can't deal with that headache, man. Like, messing up your whole damn life damn near. So yeah, that's what all these chicks that give all that pushback, man. Like guys just, I'm kind of glad that this is happening, because this is like when we're like spot red flags. All these chicks that you see on these lines, dudes need to avoid them. Of course, there's always going to be some dude that's going to entertain them, but guys that got their shit together, stay pushing back. Don't let them like sway you anyway. Just laugh at them. Be like, I don't give a damn what you say. I'm still gonna avoid your bum ass. Keep my money in my pocket. So, because even some guys were giving some pushback about it, like, oh, guys doing this and this. I'm like, hey man, if it makes you feel masculine to spend all your damn money, go do it. Like, I'm gonna take myself shopping. You think I'm gonna feel bad because I got a pocket full of money over here? I don't need no help spending my bread. That ain't what God made help me's for. To help exhaust my funds. Like that ain't the definition of help me that I got from the scripture. But like you said, it's supposed to be reciprocal. We supposed to be taking care of each other, but these chicks try to come into the situation and line these dudes up, man. Like, but yeah, I ranted enough, man.
Yeah.
Get these broke chicks offline. Keep their ass offline. I don't know what it is, man. It's like abundance of them now. Shit, they coming out the woodwork.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think microphones are just a lot cheaper now.
I swear they must be giving away like dot packages and shit. You get a mic and a fake sunglasses and a deep voice. Yeah, her voice was deep as hell too. Sounded like she smoked Newports and chewed tobacco. Talking about I want a
masculine man.
Yeah, fuck out here. But all right,
like Batman.
You ain't lying. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up, man. But all right, y'all, peace.